Good morning, folks, and welcome back to Sonic CD. We've just entered Stardust Speedway, which is super freaking fast, and it's really hard for me to fucking see. It's because of all the amounts of gold and silver and the lights in the background and the searchlights, and I have a hell of a time seeing it. Maybe it's my poor eyesight, but yeah, and there's shit that just sends you flying all over the place. As you can see, it's really hard for me to keep track of where the fuck Sonic is. Plus, he blends into the background. That being said, I love Stardust Speedway's present theme. In fact, if you've watched my Thoughts video for Sonic the Hedgehog 1, which I'd recommend checking out because I'm actually quite proud of it. Not to toot my own horn, but the My Thoughts videos are my favorites to make. And that being said, I can't make any more until I get my new computer. Which sucks, but hey, I'm shooting for February. Holy shit. But anyway, enough about that. So, Stardust Speedway, as you can tell, it's very similar to Starlight Zone in that, well, you're in a city. You're living in the city. Dun, dun, dun. I can't remember how the Sonic R song goes. But anyway, because I apparently went in a circle, we get to go to the past and see how it is. I don't like the past song as much. I forget what the music for Stardust Speedway is in the Japanese/European version of the game. Evidently, there were Romans who used to live on friggin' Little Planet back in the day, I guess, because, yeah, it's still a city. Luckily, I can actually see what the hell's going on in the past. That being said, I did not catch on right away that, oh, wait a minute. If you flip the signs there, then, you can go through the level. I was like, oh, wait a minute, that's right. I've said this in a previous part, I don't actually play Sonic CD all that much, mostly because it's kinda easy, but every time I do, I'm always pleasantly surprised. And yeah, you can see everything that where enemies would be are just dying, and so those sparkle things are just falling to the ground and flowers are coming out. It's swell, it's swell. But yeah, if you find that you're stuck, try flipping a sign. Boom! Sorry, I really do love that jingle. Act 2 is very, very frustrating. I got lucky, and I actually managed to get through it pretty friggin' quick, but yeah, it's very frustrating. Just giving you a heads up. Oh my god, I can't help but love the song. It's just so great. Sonic CD has some of the best music in the classic series, to be perfectly honest. Although almost all the classic Sonic games have fantastic music. The game that I wish was coming up next, Sonic Chaos, oh, it has a pretty friggin' swell soundtrack as well. This part right here is what's so annoying, though. Oh my god, I just need to go to the fucking right! I got lucky. It usually takes me at least 2 minutes to get through that. No, I'm not kidding. 2 minutes at least to get through that section. That being said, I find this part with these pathways that you use the springs to go through and whatnot, I find this so much more irritating. I'm not trying to knock Sonic CD, I'm just saying, I really, If you can see what you're doing, then it's probably much less frustrating, but I have a hell of a time seeing Sonic and differentiating and whatnot. What can I say? Ladies and gentlemen, though, it's time for the most awesome encounter in Sonic CD. The most momentous of occasions. We are in the good future of Stardust Speedway. I can see Sonic perfectly fine here, too. Just saying. The game's kind enough to give us plenty of rings, and holy shit, it's Metal Sonic! And Dr. Eggman. So, this boss battle, we're more racing Metal Sonic. Watch out for that, because those lasers Dr. Eggman fires are instant kill. You cannot survive them. Which actually raises the question, if that's the case, why didn't he just fucking shoot Sonic? Anyway, oh, shit. Well, we'll try spin... Oh, fuck. Well, shit. Like I said, laser beam, instant kill. If Dr. Eggman catches up to you, you're gonna die. He will kill you. I can never remember that the spin dash, you have to rev it up, and so it fucked me over right there. Fucking spin dash. I mean, it's my own fault. I should have remembered by now, but still. So yeah, as I said, we're racing Metal Sonic. We're not really fighting him, which... I like it, but at the same time, it does kind of suck. Sonic on his own does run faster than Metal Sonic, so don't worry about that. However, though, when you're ahead of Metal Sonic, he will go into this yellow blur invincibility mode thing. Such as what he's doing right there. You want to let him pass you, because he'll keep going till he passes you, and he will. There are spikes laid all over the course. Oh, shit! There are spikes laid all over the course and ramps and whatnot to keep you from just completely outrunning Metal Sonic, because you're going to get caught on the spikes. That being said, though, I imagine that if you have the whole entire track memorized, you can probably get through this really easily. But like I said, Sonic does indeed run faster than Metal Sonic on his own, and so you can easily catch up and pass him. It's really not that hard, and yet that is indeed the hardest boss in the game. But we defeated Metal Sonic and Dr. Eggman, and we have saved Amy Rose. Huzzah! And she loves Sonic even more than before. It's too bad this is going to come to bite him in the ass later. Oh, Sonic. You have no idea what's in store for you in just a few years, actually. Anywho, we're now in Metallic Madness, which is very similar to Scrap Brain Zone, but not nearly as difficult. I still fucking hate that spin dash. My score is reset because something coming up here in a second is actually kind of glitchy, and I actually have footage of it, and it made me laugh. I'm not going to show you guys unless you really want to see, but we're coming up to it. I believe it is right here. That red thing, it will, if you're not careful, it will drop you down below the spikes, and you'll be stuck there. And so rather than wait for 10 minutes, I reset and just continued. Because I don't want to wait for 10 minutes when I don't have to. But yeah, you want to be careful right there, because that's happened to me more than once. That's like the only really big glitch that I've ever found in Sonic CD. I'm sure there are probably some more, because all games have glitches here and there. There is the destroyed remains of the Flower Sizer, which actually, that raises a pretty good question that I've actually had on my mind. Viewers, people watching this, people who know more about this game than I do, because I pretend to know it all, but the fact is, I just play the games. I very rarely do my homework. I'm actually wondering, can you get the good ending of the game without the time stones, or, like, do the time stones just help by making it to where you don't have to find the Flower Sizers? Or the Roboticizers, for those of you who are annoyed by me calling them Flower Sizers. Even though that's what all the enemies are. Anyway, my point is, do you have to get the time stones to get the good ending, or can you get it simply by going back in time and destroying every Flower Sizer? Because they're in every level, so that I don't know, I've never bothered to try, I never will. But yeah, it just makes me curious. Fucking spin dash. Seriously, the spin dash thing irks me to no end. That's the only really big thing I can complain about. Sure, Sonic CD's easier than your run-of-the-mill Sonic game, but, you know, I can live with that. Sonic the Hedgehog's not that drastically difficult of a series, so I can live with that. But the spin dash thing, no, doesn't fly with me. It drives me crazy. But, to quote someone else, I digress. Anywho, this is Metallic Madness Act 2. It has those really fucking annoying, spinning, rotating platforms that Scrap Brain had in Sonic the Hedgehog 1. The only difference is that these ones, they don't feel like they operate the same. Like, the timing's different is what I mean. It's still the same concept, but the timing feels very different, and so I can't ever use them properly, see? I can do the ones in Scrap Brain, no problem. These ones, though, no, I don't know what it is. I can't use them properly. And I keep thinking I have to use them and go up, but the fact is I can just go to the right. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda was just going through it casually from this point on, because the hardest part of the game's over, and that's getting the time stones and whatnot and establishing the good ending. Everything from here on's pretty simple. But anyway, Metallic Madness is probably the big zone where you're going to start getting crushed a lot. There is quite a few crushing doo-woppers, if you will. Technical term, but there are quite a... fucking spring. There are quite a few crushing devices here in Metallic Madness, and it's pretty difficult, such as right here. Fuck. And it's right before our checkpoint, too. That I was like... fucking hell. Also, you want to know something crazy? I've just realized, like, just a few days ago, that I'm swearing way more in my videos than I ever used to, and I have no idea why. I don't really care. I don't think there's anything really wrong with swearing, but, I am going to be trying to cut back in case it bothers anyone, but I'm trying to cut back because my nephew's getting ready to start talking, and yeah... well, I think it would be funny if his first word was like, fuck or something. I don't think his parents would be too pleased about that. But enough about my family. Giant motherfucking bomb! And that is me trying to cut back on swearing. Yeah, though, Metallic Madness is a little underwhelming for the final zone of the game. For some reason, I paused the game right there. I have no idea why. Yeah, I paused it for like 5 minutes. All I can think is that I had a phone call or something, so I tried to cut out the pause as best I could, but there's still a little bit of a gap, and I'm too lazy to try and make it seamless. Because, well, hey, it's not that big of a deal, so calm down, all you friggin' overly anal people. I don't know. We're on the last zone of the game, guys. I'm running out. I've been out of stuff to talk about, which is why I'm talking about nothing so much. I will say this. I do like this part. I'm trying to think if something like this ever shows up in another Sonic the Hedgehog game. There is a device just like this in Mega Man 10. I'm trying to think about Sonic the Hedgehog, though. I can't think of anything that's like these. But you have to drag these all the way over to get past the bomb, even though it's still blocking the area. Those bombs are huge. I hated them in Sonic the Hedgehog 1. Oh, and Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Master System. And it's even worse in the Game Gear version of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. But yeah, in this game, they're huge. We ran into a laser which turned Sonic Mini for no real reason. I have no idea why they did this, but it's pretty awesome. I mean, come on, it's teeny Sonic. Who doesn't love that? And that spring up there is broken. It's supposed to shoot you to the right. It's broken. In case you're wondering, I believe Sonic still jumps just as high as he did when he was normal-sized. I actually think there's a way you can get through Metallic Madness Act 2 without turning Mini, though, because as a kid, my first time playing through this, I never saw this part. However, though, every time, ever since then, I've always encountered the Mini thing, so I don't know. I'm kind of curious about that as well. And we're back to normal size. Checkpoint. Oh, shit! Oh, friggin' bombs. They're so mean. Oh, damn it. Shit! Shit! Okay. There we go. Oh, this part's really annoying. See, you have to wait for a certain amount of platforms to fall before you can get out. Like, watch. I'm gonna jump up through this gap, and I can make that jump. Oh, nope. There's something there. Fuck. Not that it's a big deal, though. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this was part 5 of Sonic CD. Because I didn't upload anything this weekend, we're gonna jump right to part 6. I'll see you guys in a few.